Hello there everybody, and welcome to the final video in my video walkthrough for Nancy Drew, The Deadly Device. This is the final video, so it is going to show who the killer is, and it's going to show the end of the game. So, if you don't want to see either of those things, stop watching this video. Right now, it is a very dangerous time for Nancy, because the killer has gotten active. Yes, that's right. Victor has joined an aerobics class. No, wait. Victor has gotten active, which means he started attacking people.
Oh no, I better get help.
Yeah, he started attacking Gray, and now Gray is unconscious. And unless we do something, Nancy is going to be next. Uh-oh.
Hello, Nancy.
Not good.
You're awake. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Victor, why are you doing this?
Stay out of the lab. That was the one thing I asked you to do, and you couldn't. You see, Nancy, I knew Nico had something hidden in here. I just couldn't find it, which is why I asked you to stay out.
You got away with murder. Why not make a break for it? Why the elaborate plan?
Murder investigations don't just go away. Someone had to take the fall, Nancy. You were supposed to give someone a push. That friend of yours sold you short. That's why you're here. You were supposed to drum up enough evidence to get Ryan put away. But no, you had to screw that up. Then I handed you Ellie and Mason. Handed them to you on a big silver platter that said, "Look how guilty these two are."
You knocked me out, and then planted the key card.
That should have sealed the deal, but you couldn't leave it alone. I guess I should be congratulating you for being so sharp. It really is a shame I have to kill you instead. Goodbye, Nancy Drew!
The cage won't last long against the coil. I'll need to find a way to get out without getting electrocuted.
So, Nancy needs to escape right now. And the way to escape is through the lightning rod.
I bet Ryan's electrical components will help here.
Turns out that Ryan's electrical components are not useless. They are very, very useful.
This must be the schematic for the circuit.
They will help us solve the final puzzle of the game. The way to solve this puzzle is by recreating this schematic on the circuit board. So we have this book which tells us about various electrical devices, and it gives a helpful example. Here's the schematic, here's the circuit board of that schematic. They look kind of different, but they also look kind of the same, right? You know, we've got like this transistor thing here, and a transistor there, and there's a speaker connecting to both of them. So here we've got a transistor, speaker connecting to both of them. So basically you want to use all this information in order to figure out where things go. So first off, let's use the integrated circuits. These big guys.
I need to get this working before it's
They're
too
really
late.
big, so there are only 3 places where you can possibly put them. Likewise, these really small ones, the capacitors, there are only a few places where you can put them because they're very, very small. They can only make small connections. And finally, I think we have this 3 guy. There's only one place where it can go. Only one place where you have 3 connections nearby each other, and that's right here. Okay, so now for the tricky part with the connections which are all of equal size. Basically, you want to use the schematic to tell you where everything goes. So for example, let's take a look at this loop right over here. We have a diode and a whatever. A diode and a resistor, okay? So, what you want to do is have a diode and a resistor. If you have a resistor and a diode, not good. That's not good. It's going to ruin everything. Okay, so most of these things are resistors. This one is the big red button, whatever that is. The inductor. So let me see. I think this goes here, and this goes here.
Got it. This should give me a chance to escape.
As you would expect, Master Sleuth mode has a more complicated solution. Let's start off with the big pieces. One here.
I need to get this working before it's too late.
One here. And one here. You don't want to fall for this trick. You might say, hey, this is a perfect spot for a big circuit. Nope, nope. A circuit does not go there. In fact, 3 of these things go there. The resistors. And let me see, I believe the other 2 resistors go here and here. Alright, so let's get other pieces on the board. The triangle pieces, the one which connect to 3. One here. One here. Looks like the final one goes here, maybe? Nope, must fit here. And finally, these capacitors, the really small ones. They're easy to figure out because they're small. So let's see, one there, one there. Looks like we have one there and one here. Okay, so now for the tricky part. The tricky part is figuring out where the fuses and the diodes go. Because diodes and fuses are pretty much the exact same size. You're gonna have to use the schematics to figure out where they go. So let's see, we have a fuse here, a fuse here, and a fuse here. The red piece goes here, and everywhere else you have a diode. Okay, so this should be the solution.
Got it. This should give me a chance to escape.
All right.
What are you doing? Stop that! Ah!
Dear Hannah, Victor was rushed to the hospital and then to a courthouse where he was charged with the murder of Niko Jovic. Due to his attempts to subvert justice, he's been denied bail until his trial. Word is he's willing to strike a plea deal for leniency, but I doubt there will be much to be found. The potential buyers Victor had been courting came forward immediately. It was quickly proven they had no idea about Victor's involvement in Niko's death. Regardless, they decided to cut funding for the lab immediately. I can hardly blame them. Mason snuck back into the lab the night after Victor's arrest and made off with a drive containing years of his and Niko's research. Gray spent weeks chasing him down until he finally caught him trying to make a sale at the Technology of Tomorrow conference. After a heated public argument that sent the Technology of Tomorrow bloggers into a frenzy, the two reached an agreement. Gray promised all due credit would remain with Mason and Ellie, provided they assist him in finishing Niko's work. A video of the argument titled Epic Dork Fight was posted online and went viral almost immediately. Within 2 hours, Gray was fielding calls from philanthropic backers wishing to fund their new endeavor. Mason, on the other hand, was fielding date requests from viewers who clearly have a profound affinity for the lost art of arguing. Ellie was surprised at first to hear that Mason wanted her to assist with finishing up Niko's work. She agreed to stay on until the first publication is completed. After that, she plans on doing whatever it takes to get back home. She's not sure what her next endeavor will be, but she's excited to make that decision alongside her family. Finding out what had happened to his best friend changed Gray almost immediately. For the first time since his breakdown, he decided to fully re-enter the world of science. He took the lead on finishing Niko's work and opening the majority of the research up to the public. Some of the work he plans to destroy, as he promised. Although she had been exonerated, it wasn't until Ryan knew exactly what happened to Niko that she could begin to move on from what happened that night. She decided to stay with the team during the next research phase, on the condition that she can personally address all safety issues before each experiment. More than anything, Niko wanted his work to make the world a better place. I'd like to think he'd be very proud to see the team working hard to prepare his work for public release. The fact that Niko Jovic's name will be known the world over, while Victor's won't, again proves what I always believed. The world fondly remembers those who always give, and soon forgets those who only take. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy.
Alright, that's the end of the game. Pretty... The game ends with me being electrocuted? Oh, I don't like that at all. Anyway, trivia. This one. Alright. Okay, so I got a bunch of awards. Clearly I did not get a lot of awards, but I got some awards. The more awards you get, the more fancy bonus scenes you'll see at the end of the game after the teaser trailer.
Around here, they say, it's a wicked place. Abandoned years ago by a family who could no longer take the endless nights when the restless spirits of the past haunted the grounds of Thornton Hall. Jessalyn Thornton dared return, only to vanish without a trace. It's up to me to save her from the ghost of Thornton Hall.
Okay, so this is the preview of the next game in the Nancy Drew series. Looks like it's gonna be a scary game.
Hello? Anybody here?
We have some sort of ghost or something? Okay, we definitely have a ghost. Okay, and these are the ending credits. So, basically everybody, that's it. That's it for the game. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. It was interesting seeing what happened to all the various characters. You know, I hope you enjoyed this video walkthrough. I hope it helped you guys out if you were stuck on a puzzle or two. And just, I want to say thank you very much for watching. You know, it was a lot of fun making this video walkthrough. I had some technical issues, but it was still a lot of fun. I had a blast. I had a blast playing this game, and I hope you guys do too. So after the ending credits, we are going to see a couple of bonus scenes, which I unlocked by getting some of those awards. I understand if you get all of the awards, you get extra bonus scenes, so that sounds interesting. End of the ending credits.
You have 2 messages. First message.
Hey Nancy, it's Joe Hardy, of Joe and Frank Hardy. I'm calling about that whole security video ping thing. It turns out it was Victor. Also, I found out that you have since solved the case, so please disregard my earlier message, alright? Well, okay, goodbye. Remember, that other message is no longer relevant. You should probably just delete it.
Message 2.
Nancy, pick up. When you get this message, you should run as far as possible from where you are right now. Don't even look back. Your life is in danger. This is not a drill. Hang on, Frank wants to say something. Not
Nancy, please be careful. I just want to tell you that I've always...
Message length exceeded. You have no more messages.
Oh, the Hardy boys weren't able to help Nancy in time. And it sounds like Frank had something really important to say to Nancy. Nancy, I've always wanted to tell you that when we were in 2nd grade and your bicycle got broken, that was me. Sorry about that. Also, I kind of have a mega crush on you. Anyway, talk to you later. Hope you don't die. Bye!
Gummy Bear Theater presents Romeo and Juliet, starring Bear 1 and Bear 2. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is a gummy bear. Gummy Bear Theater presents The deadly device. How does Ryan know the title of the game?
It's too meta! I'm just a gummy bear! I have enough trouble with simple concepts! I'm blue! Ah!
Gummy Bear Theater presents Improv. I need a name and an occupation. You, there.
Name, Red Gummy Bear? Occupation... Gummy Bear. Am I doing it?
Yes! You're amazing! I can't believe you're just coming up with this stuff.
What's up?
Deirdre, this is Victor. Your father gave me your number.
Oh yeah, you're calling about Nancy or something?
I was considering taking her on as a detective. What are your impressions of her?
I'm glad you asked. Stay away from her. She is a mess and a half. She supposedly solves all her cases or whatever, but that's not totally true. Most of the people she claims are guilty are totally innocent. A little while back, she was even arrested. So you know what that says about a person. My dad says you're some hotshot researcher, so I imagine you can afford better.
Great. I'm glad I called you.
Me too. She's a complete narcissist. She's grossly incompetent, she rushes to judgment, and no one really likes her. Spread the word.
Gummy Bear Theater presents The Tragic End of Two Gummy Bears.
What a great day to be a gummy bear.
I hope no one eats us.
Alright everybody, so that's the end of all those extra bonus scenes, and that makes it the end of my video walkthrough for Nancy Drew, The Deadly Device. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody.